Hello everybody, this is the Peace in Christ tutorial. I have done a Peace in Christ cover song. This is a song written, words and music by Nick Day, and I, Joanna Carl, am doing the piano tutorial. The way I start is I'm going to show you how to play the introduction with both hands, and then I'm gonna break each part down into right hand, left hand. We'll put it together. I'll try to go over what the notes are, what the chords are. I do have the PDF with my notes, not the sheet music, but my personal notes on how I teach this tutorial. It's going to be in the description, and there are there are 5 sections to this song and parts for them. So this is how it's going to start. Also, another thing, there are 3 flats. There is A flat, B flat, and E flat throughout this song. So wherever there's an A, B, E, A, B, E, A, B, E, and so forth, those are flat. So this is the intro. So with the right hand, you're gonna play, so here's middle C, you're gonna go to the second F, so here's the first F, there's the second F, and with your ring finger, you're gonna play F, G, C, F, E, like that. So, remember, in the right hand, F, G, then C, F together, E flat. And in the left hand, you're gonna play the A flat, and this is the A right above middle C. And you're gonna play it with your thumb. And you play the A when you play the C, F chord, okay? So you're gonna first do F, G by itself, then the chord with the A flat, then the E, just like that. It goes like that. So F, G, okay. And now for the next part is you're gonna play the B and the E chord like this, then F, G, C, F chord again with the E. Now in the left hand, you're gonna be playing an E and an A. You play the E when you play the B, E chord together, like this, like that. Those two go together, this chord and this E. And then you're gonna play the F, G, and then when you play your C, F chord, you're gonna play the A flat, like that, okay? In real time, it's like this. Okay, now putting them together, you go back to that first measure. You're gonna go like this. F, G. Now the next part. Like that. All right, so now for the third part of section 1. In your right hand, you're gonna play C and E flat as your chord. Then F, G, F, B, like that. And you're gonna play 2 chords in your left hand. So when you play the C, E chord, you're gonna play the C, G chord right here. This is middle C, so you're gonna play that with your pinky. So you like this. So when you play C, E in your right hand, you're gonna play C, G in your left, like that. And then you're gonna play F, G by itself. And then when you play F, you're gonna play the A, E, A chord. And then you're gonna play the B by itself, like that. So putting that together a little quickly is like this. So you play that C, E with the C, G. practice that over and over till you feel like you've got it. One, we can put them together like this. Let's go to section 1, part 1 and do that F, G, C, E, okay? So, and then we go to the next part. That's as far as we've gotten so far. Now, let's go to the next part of section 1, which is this, where you do C, E, B, F, B, F, G, B, F, B, E. Okay, so I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna break it down a little bit more. So you play the C by itself in your right hand, then you're gonna play the E by itself, and then you're gonna do a B, F chord twice. Like that, and then you're gonna play the G, then B, F chord, and then B, E. In the correct tempo, it's like this. Like that. And in the left hand, you're gonna play an E and then a B, F. All right? You play the E when you play the C, and you're gonna, like that, and you're gonna play the B, F when you play this B, F. Okay? So you play your E and your C together, and then you play the E by itself in your right hand, and then like this, these two chords together, the B, F, the B, F. Then you do this again. Like that. The C with the E, and this is the second C above middle C, so you're still over here. And then you're gonna play the B by itself, like that. And when you play the C, E together, you're gonna play the A, E, A. So A, E, A chord goes with the C, E. Then you play B by itself. And then you're going to play G, B, E, and you're gonna play this E and this E together. And you can play that. So when you play these together, so the G, B, E, and the E, E octave. And this is the E right above middle C, and then this is the E right below middle C, like this. And that's the end of the intro, but let's put these last two parts together again. So it's like this. So try to play that multiple times together. If you need to go back to the beginning to see how I played the intro, go for it. Now let's go on to the section 1, part 2, which is the start of the first verse. This is where we're going to start to get into the words and of the first verse. You're going to be over here. So once you end this part over here, remember when we were over here at the end of the intro, like, then you're going to move your hands over like this, and you put your pinky on the E, your middle finger on middle C, and your thumb on the A flat. And that's for your right hand. And on your left hand, you're going to have your pinky on the A and your thumb on the E, and you're going to sing this part. There is, and when you sing peace, you're going to actually play these two chords together. There is peace in, got it? Like that. So before I get into putting the hands together, actually I'm going to put the hands together first, and I'm going to play section 1, part 2 all the way through, and with both hands together, and then I'm going to play just the right and then the left. Okay, so there is peace in Christ when we learn of Him, feel the love He, and that's it. So that's section 1, part 2, ends on love. So with the right hand, you're going to play the A, C, E for peace. There is peace in, and then Christ is the G, B, E, Christ, like that. So there is peace in Christ when we, and learn is C and E, and you keep your middle finger on middle C and your pinky on the E flat. When we learn of Him. So you're gonna play that twice. Learn and Him. And then feel the love. Love is on the C, and it's just your middle finger on C. Feel the love, and that's the end of section 1, part 2. That's just your right hand. Now we're gonna put the left hand. So remember your piece is the A, C, E, peace. Christ is G, B flat, E flat, Christ. Learn is C, E, Him is C, E, love is C. So it's pretty simple. Now for the left hand. Peace is on A flat, E flat. There is peace in Christ. So Christ is E, B, E. When we learn, you're going to put your pinky to the A, pointer to the E, and your thumb is on the A. So it's the A, E, A chord. When we learn of Him is C, G, Him. Feel the love. So love is that A, E, A. Feel the love. All right. So remember, I'm going to say it again. Peace is A, E. Christ is E, A. Did I say A, E? Yes. It's A, E is peace. Then Christ is E, B, E. And then learn is A, E, A. And then Him is C, G. And love is A, E, A. Chord. So let's put those two hands together. There is peace in Christ when we learn of Him. Feel the love. Just like that. Let's go on to section 1, part 3. Love He has no music note to it in our accompaniment. But when we do, I'm going to show you what section 1, part 3 looks like all together, and then I'll break it up into right and left. Ending off on section 1, part 2. Feel the love. Now section 1, part 3. He filled for us when He bore sins. Okay, good. Listen to His words. Let them come up. We're stopping there. So that's section 1, part 3. In the right hand, we're going to play G, B flat, E flat. So feel the love He felt for us. So felt is G, B, E, felt for, and then us is B, D. And remember, it's a B flat and a D natural. So this is us when He bore our. So bore is B flat and D. Bore. Our is your pinkies on the E flat. And then sins is C, E. And you're going to do sins like that. Sins. So sins is middle fingers on the C, pinkies on the E flat. And then you're going to go to your pointer on the B flat. And then push B flat and the E flat. Like that. So I'm going to play that again. Feel the love He felt for us when He bore our sins. Now we're going to do listen. Listen doesn't have any notes played to it, but we play notes when we play 2. So your middle finger's on C, your pinky's on E again. Listen to his words. Words is GBE. Words, let them come. So come is just the C and the E. It's really simple because you're playing CE often. So just remember, don't move your hands around too much. Pay attention to how I move my hands. I'm going to start section 1, part 3 again. And I'm going to play the right side without the left, just so you can see how I move my hands. So feel the love he felt for us when he bore our sins. Then listen to his words, let them come up. We'll stop there. So now you see my hands don't move a lot. You just keep them in that kind of position. So you're like da, 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 right? So, okay. Now, with the left hand, you're going to be playing E octave. So when we play felt, you're going to play this octave together. Felt for us. So felt is the E octave. And then us, you're gonna bring your pinky to the B flat. And so remember, here's middle C. So it's not this B flat, it's that B flat. So B flat, and your pointer is on the F. So felt for us when he bore. So you play, you keep your finger near the F, don't move it. So us, and then when he bore our sins. So sins is A-E-A. Sin. Like that. And this is the E-G. So I'm going to do that again on the felt for us. Felt for us when he bore our sins. Now let's put those two parts together. So felt for us when he bore our sins. Actually, I'm sorry, I showed you, you can do this. You could do this or you could do this. So you can play it either way, but I'm gonna play it the way I normally play it. So, feel the love he felt for us when he bore our sins. Like that. Then for listen, you're going to, remember your hand is right here, middle finger on this middle C, pinky on the E, and with your left hand, you're gonna do the A-E-A chord. So listen, right, listen to his words, like that. Listen to his words. So listen is this chord. Words is bring your hand on the left over to the E octave, and remember, you're on the G, B, E chord on your right. Listen to his words. Okay, so listen to his words. Let them come up. So come on your right, it's C-E, and then on your left, it's A-E-A. Come up. All right, are we ready to move on? Let's move on to section 1, part 4. But before I move on, make sure you guys go back and play section 1, part 3 over again. I'll do it really fast for you so you know how it's played. So remember, feel the love he felt for us when he bore our sins. Oopsie, I did that again. I keep wanting to put my thumb on the G, but it's really, you don't have to. Listen to his words, let them come up. Okay, so you got section 1, part 3. Now let's do section 1, part 4. So I'm going to play it hands together so you know how it sounds, and then we're going to do right hand, left hand. So let them come alive if we know him as he is. There is peace in Christ. He gives us. So that's section 1, part 4. And this is how it is with the right hand. In the right hand, you're gonna play middle C with your thumb and then E with your middle finger. And it's a chord, so the C, E chord, let them come alive, like that. If we know him as he is, there is peace in Christ. He gives us, like that. So the notes you're playing are this: C, E for live, if we, and then know is C, if we know him, and then as is G, B flat, and E. As he is B flat and D. There is peace in. So is B flat and D. Peace is B flat and D again. In, you're going to bring your pinky to the E, and then Christ is C, E chord together. Play the B by itself, and then G, B, E, like that. And then you're gonna sing He Gives. So when you say gives, it's B, E, G. So you're gonna move your hand from here to here. He gives us, like that. So gives is B flat, E flat, G, and then you're gonna play with your pinky the B flat, like that. I'm gonna do that with the right hand again a little faster. So let them come alive, if we know him as he is, there is peace in Christ. He gives us, like that. Now with your left hand, you're going to play C and G chord for live. So let them come alive, if we know is A, E, A. If we know him as is the E chord, the E octave chord. So as he is B and the F chord. There is peace in Christ. Christ is the A, E, A. Christ, like that. And then for He Gives, you're just gonna go to the E and the G for gives. He gives us, like that. So I'm gonna do that again a little faster. Let them come alive, if we know him as he is, there is peace in Christ. He gives us, like that. Hands together, it goes like this. Let them come alive, if we know him as he is, there is peace in Christ. He gives us, just like that. So that's section 1, part 4. Practice right hand as much as you need. Practice the left hand chords and other notes. Put them together, do it over and over, and then move on to section 2, part 1, which we're going to start with Hope. And that is C, E, but because in the sheet music, you're going to know that there is an E there. I physically can't really do that very well. My hands are very kind of small. So I just play the C octave, starting at middle C. Like that. So I'm gonna put them together again first, and then we're gonna do the right and the left. He gives us hope when hope is gone. He gives us strength when we can't go. Just like that. So in the right hand, you're gonna play the C octave. Hope when hope. The second hope is C, E flat, G. I was almost forgetting, what do I do next? Like that. So hope is gone. Gone is F, E, B flat together. Gone. Like that. So he gives us hope when hope is gone. And then you're gonna bring that finger down, your pinky down to the D, and lift your middle finger off the E flat. So you were here for gone, gone, and then go like this. Okay? So he gives us hope when hope is gone. Okay? Now he gives your, I'm gonna put your thumb on the B flat, pointer on the E flat, and pinky on the G. He gives us, so gives is like right here, and then you lift off that chord and you put your pinky on the B flat. For us, strength, I cannot do that E, so just do the C octave if you feel like it. Strength when we can't. So that's how that goes. So strength, and then can't is C, E, G. All right, so that's the right hand. I'm gonna play the right hand all together faster now that you know what the notes are, and as you look on the study notes, you'll see all the chords I'm talking about. So he gives us hope when hope is gone. He gives us strength when we can't. Like that. Now on your left hand, for your first hope, you're gonna do A, E, A chord. Hope. And then you're gonna play G, C, G, when hope is gone. Gone is B flat, C. B flat, F. Gone. He gives us strength. So gives is keep that pointer near, so you can put it on the E flat, and you're gonna put your thumb on the G. So he gives us, and then A, E, A, strength when we can't. So can't is C, G. So I'm gonna play that a little faster. These are the chords for section 2, part 1 on the left. He gives us hope when hope is gone. He gives us strength when we can't. Like that. Now let's put them together. So this is hope. The A, E, A with your C octave on the right. He gives us hope when hope is gone. Drop it. He gives us strength when we can't. Like that. All right. Play that over and over again. If you need to, go back to the intro, play the intro, play section 1, part 2, 1, part 3, 1, part 4, and then this was section 2, part 1. Now let's move on to section 2, part 2, which is when we can't go on. I'm gonna put the hands, I'm gonna play the whole section 2, part 2 together, and then we're gonna do right and left. So we can't go on, he gives us shelter in the storms of life, when there's no peace on. All right, so that's section 2, part 2. Let's break it up into right hand, left hand. So right hand, you're gonna play thumb on your B flat, middle finger E, ring F. This is your chord for on. And you play that like a decent amount of times. On, and then you're gonna bring that middle finger off the E, and you're gonna put your pointer on the D, and you keep your thumb on the B flat and your ring on the F. So you're here with on, and then you go like this. Okay? Then you're gonna sing he, and then gives, you play gives when you play the B flat and your E flat. Gives us, like that. Gives us is on the D, and then shelter, you're going to bring those fingers over, pointer on the C, thumb on the B flat. Shelter in the storms of life. So storms is B flat, D, storms, then life, and then you play that one more time. Then you say when theirs is F, there's no peace. So theirs is F, no, G, and then peace is the B flat, F chord together. Peace on is E by itself. All right, so I'm gonna play the right side, section 2, part 2, to get like just faster, the way it's supposed to sound. He gives us shelter in the storms of life, when there's no peace on, like that. Now, with the left hand, you're gonna play pinky on the B flat and pointer on the F. On, starting at the beginning of section 2, part 2, on is B and F. Then gives is E and G. Gives us. Shelter is A, E, A. Shelter in the storms. Storms is B, F. Storms of life. Life is C, G. When there's no peace is pointer on the E and the thumb on the G. And then we're gonna have to move on to the section 2, part 3. So let's put your hands together though first for section 2, part 2. So it's like this. He gives us shelter in the storms of life, when there's no peace on. And now we can move on to earth. So section 2, part 3 is gonna go like this. Earth. I'm going to play section 2, part 3, both hands together, and then we'll break it up into right and left. So, when there's no peace on earth, there is peace in Christ. Like that. Okay? And now, let's do the right hand. When there's no peace on earth, so your middle C for earth, then there is F, is G, peace is B and F chord, peace, in is E, Christ is E and B flat. So, wait, there's no peace on earth, there is peace in Christ. And then you're gonna play at the second F for middle C. Wait, it's like that. Okay, so F, G, F with the C chord together, then E. Now, that's section 2, part 3 on the right. Now let's do the left. When you're playing earth, you're gonna play A, E, A. Okay, so then there is peace in Christ. And then you're gonna play, let's see. Okay, and then you're gonna be at the A on your left hand. So A right here. So let's play it hands together. For earth, remember your thumb is on the middle C, and on your left hand, A, E, A. Then F, G, for there is, then peace, in your right hand is B and F, and you're gonna play in your left hand, B, F as well. Peace, in, and then Christ is the E, B, and you're gonna play E as well. Christ. So I'm gonna play that a little bit faster together. There is peace Then you're going to bring your hands over a little farther up. And then we're starting over at partway through the intro. And where you are partway through the intro is you're going to have your thumb on the C and your middle finger on the E, and on your left your hand is on the C and the G, like that. Now this is where it gets a little bit, there's a tiny bit more added the second time around, and I have that in the notes. But what you're going to do is I'm going to show you how it's played the second time around all together, so you can hear and see where I put the extra note. Okay, so this is how it goes. All right, so it's almost the same as the intro, but you're cutting off the beginning part, and we're going just straight to this, where your right hand is on the C and the E, and your left hand is on the C and the G, and it's the C at middle C, like that. And then you're gonna play in your right hand F, G by itself, and when you play the F again, you're gonna play in your left hand the A, E, A, and then you're gonna play the B, and then you're gonna play it one more time. It's called a quick note, a quick extra B, the second time around, as we get ourselves into the second verse. So we're gonna play it again. And then we're gonna play the E. Like that. Then a second quick note, B. So in the notes, it shows you what they are, but if you need to know real quick, on the right, you're playing C, E, then F, G, F, B, B, C, E, F with the B chord. Then you do that chord again, then G, back to B, F chord, then to B, E chord, then play the B again, then you're gonna play C, E, B, and then G, B, E chord. Now on the right, you're gonna play the C, G, the A, E, A, the E, then F, B, then I believe, yeah. So, like that. Now, putting those hands together, we're gonna do, you're like this. Wait. Now we're getting into verse 2. There's a few notes you're gonna play for the second time. A little different. The second time around, you're gonna play I have it highlighted in blue on your notes. We're gonna be over here, the A, C, E on your right, and the A, E on the left. So for verse 2, it's almost the same as verse 1, but we're gonna add the extra notes in, and then extra notes look like this, B, E, and you're gonna do it twice. Like that. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. There is peace in Christ. Like that. So peace is the A, C, E. And remember, it's the A, E on the left. So there is peace in Christ. With the first verse, you just kept going. When we learn of Him. But in the second verse, you're going to be playing those extra notes. And the next So let's do it together. There is peace in Christ when we learn of Him. All right, so peace in Christ, if you remember, it's the A-C-E, and then Christ is this, Christ, and you're gonna play this twice because it's the second verse, and then we're gonna say when we learn is C-E, learn of Him, and they're gonna play twice again. Then feel the love is on the C, remember? The left hand is the same as in the first verse, section 1, part 2. So it's like this. There is peace in Christ when we... But this is also, I'm sorry, verse 2 has different lyrics. With the first verse, there's peace in Christ when we learn of Him, feel the love. In second verse, it's there is peace in Christ when we walk with Him. So like this, I'm going to start that verse over. There is peace in Christ when we walk with Him through the streets. All right, just like that. So on the right hand, we know it's A-C-E, peace in Christ when we walk with, but don't forget the B and the E. When we walk with Him, feel through the streets. Now let's put it with both hands. There is peace in Christ. Extra notes. When we walk with Him. Extra notes. Through the streets. Like that. Through the streets of... Now for the next section, Galilee. It's almost the same as section 1, part 3, but we add in, and I'll show you where the extra notes are. So Galilee is thumb on the G, pointer on the B flat, and pinky on the E. This is your chord. Through the streets of Galilee. Okay. Let's do hands together. I'll show you that whole part, and then we'll break it up. Through the streets of Galilee. Extra note. To Jerusalem. And the broken hearts tread the tear-filled. Okay. So, in the right hand, Galilee is G-B-E. Galilee, and then Lee is B-D. Then don't forget the extra note is just repeat that chord. And then to Jerusalem. That part's a little tricky, but Jerusalem. So on Ru, you're going to do the B and the D. To Jerusalem. So Ru is B-D. Sa is E, and then you're going to do an extra note on the B, and Lem is C-E, and then you're going to play the B, and then B-E, like that. I'm going to play that from Galilee to Jerusalem quickly with just the right hand so you can see how it's played. Through the streets of Galilee. To Jerusalem, like that. All right, let's put the left hand with that. So Galilee, you're going to be on the E octave. Galilee, and then Lee is B-F. Lee to Jerusalem. Okay, did you catch that? So the E octave, Galilee. So Lee is B-F chord. To Jeru, Ru is F, next lem is A, E, A, and then the E, G. Put the hands together, it looks like this. Galilee, extra notes to Jerusalem. Okay, now for mend the, we're gonna play an extra note at the. Mend the, or at least right before broken, you're gonna play this B. Broken hearts, play extra B-E, like that. Dry the tear, tear is C and E. So, mend the broken hearts, dry the tear filled, like that. So, that's the right. Let's actually first put the together. The extra note, then you're gonna play, then the broken hearts, dry the tear filled, like that. So we know what the right hand does. Now let's show what the left hand does. The left hand plays 3 chords. A, E, A at broken, and then at hearts, we're gonna play E octave, then dry the tear, like that. Let's put it together. So tear is the A, E, A. So, mend the broken hearts, dry the tear filled, like that. Now, eyes, we're on to eyes. It's the same as section 1, part 4, but we're adding in the extra notes. The extra notes are going to be an extra C-E, and then eventually we're going to do an extra B, D, an extra B at one point, and then an extra B-E. And I'll show you where we put those notes in. So let's put the hands together first for eyes. Dry the tear-filled eyes, when we live the way He lived, there is peace in Christ. He gives us, like that. So in the right hand, you're gonna play at middle C, put your middle finger on the C and your pinky on the E. And you're gonna play eyes, and then play your extra chords twice. Dun, dun. When we live is C, way is G, B, E, way He lived. So, and then we play that again. Then there is, and then we play it again, peace in, like that. So peace is at the B, D, peace, E is in, and then the extra note is the B with your pointer, and then Christ is the C and the E. Christ, and then the extra notes is the B, E. I'm gonna play that together, or fast, with the right hand. So, dry the tear-filled eyes, when we live the way He lived, there is peace in Christ. He gives us, like that. I'm not sure if I showed you gives. So gives is like this, B, E, G. Gives us, like that. Now let's play the left hand. When we play eyes, we're gonna play C, G. Eyes, when we, A, E, A, live the way is the E octave, way He lived, there is peace in Christ. So Christ is right here at the A, E, A, go to the G octave, and then we're gonna go, He gives, like that. Let's put those hands together. So you're right here at the C, E for eyes, and on your left, the C, G. Eyes, extra notes. When we live the way He lived, extra notes. There is peace, extra the extra notes without saying it. I just wanted to emphasize so you could see those are the extra notes. Eyes, where we live, the way he lived, there is peace in Christ, he gives us, like that. Now, this next part is going right into the chorus where he gives us hope. And the chorus is pretty much the same except for the few extra notes. So this part is the same where you go to that C octave and you're going to play in the right hand A, E, A, hope. But instead of just doing hope, when hope is gone, we're going to play the extra notes. The extra notes are after hope, we're going to play C, E, C, E twice, like that. So hope, when hope is gone. And before it was just gone, and then we went into that one note. But we're gonna play this part twice. Gone, and do it again, like that. So gone. All right, so you see that? There's an extra gone, like an extra, you play that chord twice. So gone, do it again, and then you do that D. And then you're gonna play he gives us strength, and then we do the extra notes like that. So the extra notes are C, E after strength. So I'm gonna play that again. He gives us strength when we can't go on. And we're gonna play that twice, and then like that. So after on, you play the same chord you played for on, you play it again before you go into the D, B, D, F. And then he gives us shelter. So after shelter, you're gonna play the extra, that twice. So so it goes like this. Gives us shelter, do it twice. In the storms of life, when there's no peace on earth, there is peace in. Now this is the exciting part. This is the bridge. So instead of doing the normal, there is peace in Christ. So instead of doing that, you're gonna land on something a little bit more intense. And it's going to be the E, A, B, E on your right and on your left. So let's smooth our way into what we call the bridge. Let me first play the bridge for you so you know what it looks like. This is the bridge. That's the whole bridge. I'm gonna break the bridge up into parts, so do not worry. Before we get to the bridge, let's blend section 2, part 3, the end of that chorus, into the bridge. So I'll start at when there's no, like that. Wait. When there's no peace on earth, there is peace in, like this. That's the beginning of the bridge. So let's break it up into parts. The bridge is section 3, part 1. This is definitely the hardest part of the song. So don't be scared, and it does take a while sometimes to learn. But you're gonna play in your right hand E, A, B, E. And you're gonna play it like this. So you play that twice, and then you're gonna take your pinky off that E and you're gonna play with your thumb the E, put your pointer on the G and your, ring finger on the B, like that. So let's try that again. Dun, dun, dun. And I'm not even gonna put the left hand in yet. Let's just get through the right for a little bit. So let's do that again. Then, actually I will put the left hand in on that one. So in the left hand, you're gonna play the E chord once with the first chord. And then you play that next chord again. And then you're gonna play by itself the E, and then you're gonna play this chord with that E again. Okay, did that make sense? So you play the E octave with this chord once, and then you're gonna play, you hold this E octave down and you're gonna play that octave again. So it's like this. Then you're gonna play that E, and then play that E again when you play this octave, this chord. Like that. Let's do it a little faster together. Okay? Did I do that right? Yeah. And then we're gonna do this interesting thing where you're gonna go G octave to the B octave. And when you do your G octave, you're gonna play E and G. Like that. Okay, let's do that again. So G, B. I think I'll play a few more notes before I play the left. So do G, B, C, 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 D, E. Like that, C, D, E, G. Okay, let's just end there. G, B, C, 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 D, E, G. All right, it's just octaves. It looks scary, but it's just octaves. When you do those octaves, that's the right hand. Let's do what you're gonna play in the left. In the left hand, you're gonna play the E and the G, and then you're gonna play this, then A. Let me say what that is first. A, E, A chord. Then you're gonna play A by itself real quick, and then A chord, B chord, C. And that's it. Okay, just a few things. Let's put it together. When you play that G, you're gonna play the E, G, then the B, and then when you play that C octave, you're gonna play the A, E, A, that C octave again, then A, then C octave with the A octave, B octave with the D octave, C octave with the E, and then you're gonna play the G by itself, like that. I'm gonna play that a little faster so you see how it sounds in normal time, like this. Like that. Let's put that together with the first interesting part where you do the E. Like that. Then remember the G. G, B, C. Like that. You can do it. Practice that over and over and over and over. When you're ready, let's move on to where we go after that G. We're gonna go down to the F, B, E, and F. And it's gonna be it's gonna be weird with your hands. But my hands are small and I can reach it. So see what you can do. You're gonna play the F, B, E, F together. It's a chord in your right hand. So you're gonna play that twice. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, like that. So dun, dun. And when you're gonna bring that middle finger off the E and you're gonna bring it down to the D, like that. Okay, so try that again. Dun, dun, dun. When you do that, you're gonna play in your left hand the B chord when you play this. So, then you're gonna play this chord by itself, and you're gonna play B in your left hand by itself, and then you're gonna play B again when you play the F, B, D, F chord. Okay, got it? So this B chord goes with this, then by itself, and then B goes with that. I'm gonna play it a little faster together now. Like that. And then we're gonna move on to the next part, which is G, B. When you play the G chord in your right hand, you're gonna play the E and the G in your left hand. And then you're gonna play the B, like that. So let's start over at this so we can get it kind of all together. At that part, remember this part? So then like that, got it? Now let's move on to this part, which is C, 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 D, E, G, got it? Okay, so C, 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 D, E, G, and they're just octaves. So when you play this C octave, you're gonna play the A, E, A once, then you're gonna play the C octave again by itself, and then you're gonna play in your left hand the A by itself, and then the A octave on this side goes with the C octave on this side. And then the B goes with the D, so B on here goes with the D on the right, and then E goes with the C, then back down to the G again. Okay, I'm gonna play that faster together, how it's supposed to sound. Like that. But I'm gonna actually play it a little faster than that. Like that. And after you get the hang of that part, then we're gonna move on to the next, which is the B, E, F, B. Dun, 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 like that. So that is the, remember, B, E, F, B, and you play that twice. And then you're gonna take your pinky off that B and you're gonna bring your pointer down from the E to the D. All the other notes stay the same, B, D, F, okay? So it's like that, like that, okay? It's kind of similar to when we were down here and we were like, you're like this, okay? So that's what you do with the right hand. In the left hand, when you play the B, E, F, B, you're gonna play the B octave chord. And then you play B by itself. Sorry, I meant to say this B chord by itself. So you put these two chords together, then you play that chord again one more time by itself, and then you're gonna play in the left hand B by itself, and then bring that finger down, and you play like that. So that hand is pretty easy. You're like dun, 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 yeah, like that. So it's like got it? Then you're gonna go up to the E octave, and when you do your E octave, you're gonna be down here at the E, G, just those two chords. Before I show you what you do with your left hand, we're just going to do this by itself. And we're going to do E, D, C, C, B, C, B, G, F. Okay, got that? E, D, C, C, B, C, B, G, F. Got it? So that's what you do in your right. And in your left, you're going to play the E and the G. E over here, E, G over here. Play that together, and then D chord. And when you play your C, you're going to do the A, E, A. Then C chord again by itself, and then A on your left, then B chord. Then when you play your C chord, you're going to play the A again on your left, then B, then G chord brings you to the, on your left, B chord, then F chord. Got it? I'm going to put it together faster. Okay, so you end that on the G goes with the C, G, C chord. Then you're going to play C, E by itself, and then C, C on your left. Then you're going to bring your hand down like this, the B, E, B. I'm going to break that down into parts and a little slower. So you're ending on that G. Then you're going to do the C, E. Then you're going to do the B, E, B. Then you're going to do the C, C. Then the E, E. Then the D, D. Then E. Then so you do that E octave once, and then you're going to make it a little more difficult by doing the E, A, B, E. Okay? And then you take your pinky off that E and you bring your pointer off the A, bring it down to the G, like that. Okay, so that's the right hand at that G mark. The left hand was at the the C, G, C. Like that. Then C, C in the left. And when you bring your right hand over here, you're going to bring your left over here. And as you play the B, E, B, you're going to play the E, G on the left. And when you play the C, C over here, you're going to play the A, A over here. And it's going to be A, E, A. Then when you do the E, you're going to do the C on this side. Then B goes with the D. And then the E octave is by itself. And then you do that one part. And when you play E, A, B, E, when you play this octave, you're going to be playing the E octave. Then E by itself. Then like that. And I throw an extra note in there. I throw the E. He gives us. And you get back into the chorus. He gives us. But I'm going to first put the end of that bridge together a little faster for you, so you know how it sounds in normal speed together. Back into hope. Hope, extra keys. When hope is gone, extra keys. He gives us strength, extra keys. When we can't go on, extra keys. He like that. We're gonna end it like this. In Christ. So this is how it ends. The ending is CE goes on the right hand with the CG on the left. Christ. And then we're gonna play with our right hand. When there's no peace on earth. Got it? So Christ, when there's no, and then peace in the left hand is the E and the G. Peace on earth. Like that. F, G, F, E. Like that. There is peace in Christ. And then we're going to end it with part of the intro and follow along. Extra note. Extra note. That's how it ends. That was a very long tutorial. Thank you for all of you who made it this far. I hope you enjoyed that. Please practice over and over and over, study the notes, and write in the comments, you know, how you're doing in your practice. Let me know if you end up finishing the tutorial and you can play it. I want to know that you're succeeding. And if you want, I'll play it for you. I think I will. I'll play the song for you. There is peace in Christ when we learn of Him. Feel the love He felt for us when He bore sins. Listen to His words, let them come alive. you again for watching. God bless y'all. Have a great day and see you in the next one. Please subscribe, like, and share, and comment. Bye.